evening. This is Melanie Brown reporting from MBL Newsroom. Today we have a special guest, Philip Rivers, quarterback for the Washington Redskins. Hello, Mr. Rivers, and thank you for taking the time to talk to us.
Well, you know you made it in this league when Melanie Brown wants to do an interview with you, so I couldn't pass that up.
Thank you, I appreciate the love. Now let's get down to what everybody wants to know. How did you react when you first heard that you were being traded to the Redskins?
Honestly, finding out I was traded, it was a complete shock. I didn't see that coming, But, hey, I got the call from Coach Noll and the 49ers organization and said the team wanted to go in a different direction. So, it was time for me to pack my bags and move on.
How did your family take the news that you were being traded again?
Well, my kids, they took it the hardest. Having to change schools once again, make new friends all over again. It's kind of hard to explain that to them, But my wife, surprisingly, she took it very well.
What did Coach Shanahan and the owner Kofi say to you when you arrived in Washington?
Pretty much they just pulled me to the side and just told me, hey, you're a proven winner. We brought you in here to win. This is your team. This is your offense. And just go out there and do what you do best. Just win the division.
So, how hard was it to learn Kyle Shanahan's passing scheme?
Learning their offense, it was far from hard. They run that 5-wide spread offense. Give me the opportunity to showcase my talents. Just let me be me. Especially when you surround me with talented wide receivers like the ones I have, man. Anything is possible in this offense.
Let's see now. 3,724 yards, 310 yards per game, 29 touchdowns, and a passing rating of 114.4. Now, can you say that you're a fast learner?
Basically that's just me. I'm constantly watching film, constantly going over the playbook, But really, I can't really take all the credit for that. I'm surrounded by a hell of a talent. Vincent Jackson, 6'5" receiver that you can just put the ball out there and he'll go get it. You couldn't ask for a better situation than that, And you got young Mike Sims Walker coming into his own, Hey, with the right tools, we're unstoppable.
Do you feel like Kyle Shanahan and the owner Kofi did enough to help you succeed this season?
Let me go on record and say this. Mr. Kofi has done everything and more to satisfy my needs with this team. He went out and acquired DeBrickashaw Ferguson to protect my blind side. You really can't get no better than that on that O-line, He went out and made some big key moves on defense. They might not have been big names, but hey, they was the right players to go in the right position to help us win games,
What does Vincent Jackson bring to the offense?
Vincent Jackson is the definition of a great wide receiver. You really couldn't ask for anything better than Vincent Jackson. He brings great leadership in the locker room. He's a great captain. He's dominant on the field, unstoppable. I haven't seen a DB in this league that can really stop him. All I have to do is put the ball out there and he will go get it, no matter who's on him. You really can't ask for anything better than that.
Now let's play a little fun game. I give you one word, and you give me the first answer that pops up in your head. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm going to do my best to answer.
NFC champion.
Washington.
Cam Newton.
Overrated.
MVP.
Me.
Now you did pretty good on those. Now let's get back to the serious stuff. Would you like to single out anyone you hate to play against? Either a rusher you hate to see or a defensive back you hate to play against?
Well, there is one pass rusher that kind of gets under my skin, and that's James Harrison. Man, that guy comes around the corner with no problem, His hit stick has to be a 5.8. I've never met somebody that hit hard as him. Just ask Reggie. He knows firsthand, But I'm glad he's on my team, I would hate to be on the opposite side of him. Yeah, you thought I was going to give that credit to another player in the league? Negative. I fear no one. You know? Get on my level or get up to it.
What about Darrelle Revis?
Man, fuck Darrelle Revis. He sucks. He's an overrated cornerback, fake ass Deion Sanders. You know, he don't tackle. He has a shutdown reputation because he shut down some of the weakest wide receivers in the league. You know, you make sure you on hand in the crowd when he come to Washington. You know, because we shy away from no one, especially his bum ass.
How do you feel about the recent comments that Revis said to the media?
Fortunately for Mr. Revis, I'm unaware of the comments that he has made. But, you know, he sees me in 2 weeks. So let's see how much he's talking when Vincent Jackson goes for 250 yards on him.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rivers, for taking the time today to answer my questions. And good luck on the rest of the season.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you taking the time out to do this interview, you know, recognizing talent. Alright, you have a good one.
This is another episode brought to you by Melanie Brown. I hope you guys like it. If you have any requests or would like to do some interviews with any of you, please send your requests to Officer Reggie. Thank you and good night.